Hey, it's Matt O'Leary, and just got to say thank you so much for 4,000 subscribers. I'm really hoping to boost my output in 2026, so this just adds the fuel I need. And to celebrate the occasion, I just felt like, season of giving here. I needed to do a vinyl giveaway where two lucky winners at the end of the year will each win two vinyl records. So in this video, I'll share which records I'm giving away and how to enter. And then I'm going to do my first vinyl haul video where I'm just going to go through this big old stack of records. We got like 40 records or so. It's every vinyl record I bought this year. So whether online, in stores, this is just a fun way to talk about random albums that may not otherwise get covered on the channel. But first, let's get into the details of this vinyl giveaway. I'm going to give away not one, but two records. The first winner that I draw at the end of the month will get to choose between these two records, and then the second winner will get the other one. Then both winners are gonna get a mystery record as well. So I'm gonna talk to you, whoever the winner is, get a sense of what music you like, and then send you an album I think you'd like. So ship from my home to yours with love. Okay, so the first of the two records I'm giving away is by Once and Future Band. This is a progressive pop band from the Bay Area. Got a little bit of psych, got a little jazz in there. Think like ELO meets Steely Dan with some of the drama of Queen. And this is their second record, Deleted Scenes. Really good album. So if you're into progressive rock, progressive pop, you'll dig it. And then the second album I'm giving away is this. Both are still in the shrink. It's Boys and Girls, the debut album by Alabama Shakes, the Georgia rock band. Amazing front woman. Yeah, just a great addition to your collection. Then both winners, like I said, will get a mystery album as well. So how do you enter? Super simple, totally free. First off, you must be subscribed to the channel. Then you will get one entry, one raffle ticket, if you will, into this random drawing by commenting on this video, and then one additional entry or one more raffle ticket per end of the year video that I do where you comment. So commenting on this video counts as one entry. Then I'm going to do a bunch of end of year videos, top albums, top songs, etc., etc. I think 4 more, like I said. So one entry per additional video that you comment on. So you can't comment like 5 times on one video and get 5 entries. Capiche? The giveaway ends on December 31st, so get your comments in by then. Then I'm going to draw 2 names, 2 winners, announce them at the beginning of the year, and they'll get a nice little New Year's package. And for this video, I'd love to know what I'm missing before I make this big list at the end of the year. So let me know your favorite album of the year, or just one that you think I missed, you think I'd like. All right then, let's get into the album, shall we? We've got a big stack over here, lots of records, and this first band I covered earlier this year in a ranking the albums video. Really successful video, got a lot of traffic, a lot of comments, which was pretty awesome to see. Yeah, they're just an incredible band. It was like rediscovering the Beatles, and that is, of course, XTC. So I got 3 of these Ape House reissues. These are really good sounding reissues. I didn't have any XTC albums. I think I had Black Sea, actually. So I got 3 more. Still would love to have all their albums, but this is Nonsuch. It's pretty high in my list, so you'll have to go back to figure that out. Got this nice gatefold here. These nice regal headshots of the boys. I really love the back. This is amazing. It's like this calendar type of thing for each song. All these mythological moments here. Cool stuff. The next one is another double album, really underrated. Oranges and Lemons. Fantastic album. I haven't opened this one yet. I have to get to that one. And we've got Skylarking. Had to have Skylarking. This is, probably one of the more common favorite albums of fans from the band. It's the Todd Rundgren produced album. Kind of psychedelic, amazing sequencing and structure and flow. Just, yeah, excellent stuff. I have always loved that cover a lot. Get a nice little ring light, I'm sure, here. because I got a sleeve on it. But let's get that sleeve off. Let's check out that. I got the same approach here on the gatefold. We got the three headshots, the nice framed. Wow, Andy's looking pretty snazzy there. Cool. All right. So that's XTC. Next, we got another reissue here, classic rock album, classic album, and it is Wings, Band on the Run. So I just got into Wings like 2 years ago, maybe 3. This is far and away their best album. I think it's the consensus pick for good reason. This is an amazing album, just really classic. Have not given this one a spin yet, but looking forward to it. All right, so next up, we got some progressive metal. This first band is one I discovered on this album, and I think it was back in 2016, 17, something like that. And I still think this is their best. I think they have gone downhill, and some of their more recent stuff is pretty generic, pretty cookie cutter. The production is just like way too polished and clean. But this album, Lycaia by Soen, is ferocious, incredible, melodic, just rich, dark, lush. Oh, so good. Fantastic album. Love the wolf there. And we got some more prog metal here. This band, Subsignal, A Poetry of Rain. I think this is either from 2023, maybe 2022. Love this album. So good. I was totally shocked by this. Did not know the band. I think they're from Germany, I want to say. All right, up next, we've got this indie rock band, strong pop sensibility. They also got kind of a punk, heavy, raw energy about them, and that is Cloud Nothings with Life Without Sound. My favorite, far and away, is Attack on Memory, which I think came a little bit before this. Just a one-of-a-kind album. I go back to it, and man, I get such a emotional rush from that album. But this one, really good as well. A little bit more succinct, poppy, really great vocals. I love his vocals. Reminds me a little bit of, the raw energy of Julian Casablanca, something like that, with that pop sensibility, like I said. Yeah, good album, just straightforward rock and roll right there. All right, next up, we've got one that I covered in a recent video. And this is a great 70s classic rock, a little bit of prog type of album, a little bit of blues flavor as well. Hope I don't get censored for this one. We got a risque cover there. And it is Bebop Deluxe with Sunset Finish. Great album. I don't know the band members too well on this one, but there's an amazing guitarist. Bill Nelson is his name. I think he's the primary writer as well. This is my favorite from them, so Bebop Deluxe. All right, next up, we've got... Talk about one of a kind. This is... I rated her in the top 10 progressive artists of this century, so... you might not call it prog rock, but it definitely is progressive folk. And the song structures are like nothing else. Everything about her is unique, and that is Joanna Newsom. If you don't know Joanna by now, you gotta get on this. And this is a great album. I would say this is maybe her most accessible. So if you want to dive into it, this is Divers. Her latest album from 2016, 17-ish. Great time for music, generally. Joanna Newsom. So had to have that one. Let's see what this gatefold is. Oh, man. She's just looking majestic over there. Yeah, that's good. That's real good. She is incredible. She plays the harp. Her singing is just... out of control. All right, this next album is one I discovered this year. Probably will end up in my top albums of the year list, so just a little spoiler there. And it is a little bit of indie rock, little alt country, little Wilco in there. It's the band, what are they called? Future Crib with Impossible Songs. Really cool album here. And I just spotted this one unexpectedly at the Electric Fetus, which is my favorite record store in Minnesota. Great store. Always find something there. So that's good stuff. This next one is another modern band. Really hard to explain. And that is Caro Caro Bonito. So yeah, pop right here. Kind of indie pop, art pop, stuff like that. So good. I love this album. It is so addictive. This one in particular, I know a lot of people love the one where she's graduating with the yellow in the background, but this is my Caro Caro Bonito. It's been a while since they put one out. I think they did a little EP called like Civilization. That was really good. That's the last good thing I remember from them. They need to come back. They need to come back. All right, this next album, I spotted the cover. I recognized it somewhere from, I don't know, 2017, 2018. Seemed to be a lot of albums from that time that I'm buying. And it is another indie pop type of album, but a little bit different. Maybe some more folk elements compared to Caro Caro Bonito. That is Jaunt with All in One. Some amazing songs right at the beginning of this one, as I recall, but it's been a while. Yeah, I just was like, wow, I forgot about that album, so had to pick it up. Next one is another indie rock band. I think this album's from 2011. I think it's their third album, and that is Wye Oak with Civilian. This one is really cool record, if I recall. I think it's green. Love this band. If you don't know them, everything from the 2010s decade is really solid. It's indie rock, tough to explain. You know, it's a mix, it's a blend of influences. This album in particular sounds amazing. Just got a really rich, beautiful sound. And yeah, check out that vinyl right there. Got the green, black splatter type of thing going on. Probably getting some ring light there. It's kind of fun. Yeah. Love this record. I think it's their best. But 2018's The Louder Something, The Louder I Call, The Faster I Run, I think it's called. That one's really good. I like Tween. I like Shriek. There's kind of a run there in the middle of their career that's really solid. Jen Wasner's voice is just heavenly. Really interesting voice. And she harmonizes with herself, and then the guitar work is so good. All right, next up is an album that came out early this year. I would say it was a minor disappointment, but I love this artist so much that this is still like a 7 out of 10, something in there. And it is C. Duncan from Scotland. It's Only a Love Song? Yeah, that's what it's called. I did a review of this one earlier in the year. Really pretty special bedroom pop, very Baroque influenced, chamber folk, chamber rock influenced. The vocals are so dense and lush. I'm using that word a lot. This one came on Pink, I believe. Yeah, not my favorite from him, but I have some, 9 out of 10s, 10 out of 10s from him earlier in the catalog. And this is, look at that, bubblegum Pink here. That's pretty good. Yeah, C. Duncan. If you haven't heard that name, get on it. Definitely a favorite of mine. Super underrated, underappreciated. He moved away on the album Health. He was working with a producer. He was recording in studio. Everything had a little bit more polish. I thought that really worked for him. And he's kind of gone back to a bedroom pop sound, and the production is lacking a bit. I feel like the drums especially are really just thin. But like I said, his writing, his melodies, his harmonies, his vocals are so good. This next one is the American progressive rock, instrumental rock, jazz fusion band from the late 70s, early 80s. It's the Dixie Dregs. This is Dregs of the Earth. I think it's their third, maybe fourth album from around 1980-ish. Great violin work on these albums from them. That's a staple of their sound. Amazing guitar work as well. All right, this next one is a favorite artist of mine, one I just reviewed. It's Ace by Madison Cunningham. If you haven't listened to this, you have to. Just such a beautiful singer-songwriter album, such a deep, intense, the lyrics are just are biting at times, but the music is so smooth on the ears. She used to play in more of a kind of blues rock, alternative rock style, and this one is more orchestral, acoustic. You got string arrangements, you got clarinet, you got all that good stuff. Next up, I.O., Peter Gabriel. I reviewed this last year. Great record. Love it a lot. This is the Bright Side mix only, I believe. There were the two mixes, Dark Side, Bright Side. This thing inside, of course, we got a huge booklet in here of, let's get this open, of all this artwork from all the singles. He had, all this commissioned. The amount of just pure resources that goes into a Peter Gabriel record in 2024 is astounding. But we got lyrics and art for each of these, and you can really hear that that money and where it went. And this album sounds so good. Peter sounds really good at this age. Yeah, I just love the record. A lot of variety across the track list as well. Yeah, cool stuff. Very Peter Gabriel here. All the arts, everything about it. Next up, more Peter Gabriel. A little different era, a little different sound to this one. I love this album. How can you not? If you love Prog, this is it right here. I mean, look at this. Look at this back cover. Yeah, we got the fox head. We got Suppers Ready. What else could you want? Don't know much about this pressing. I'll have to look that up, but it does look like a reissue from some time. Just looked like it was in really great shape. Who knows what it sounds like? I really want to get some of the newer reissues. I've heard from Sea of Tranquility channel that there's a particular year reissue that sounds really good. So if you know that, let me know. That album, I could have multiple copies for sure. That's one of those records for me. This next album, another favorite from this year, new album, and that is Fox Warren with 2. I'll have a lot more to say about this in my top albums of the year video. Really great album. This is a band led by Andy Schauf, singer-songwriter, kind of art, pop, indie folk type of stuff. Again, I'll have much more to say on that one. This next album is Brand X, Unorthodox Behavior. Classic jazz fusion album. It's got Phil Collins in there playing drums. It's been a while since I heard this thing, so I just saw it, thought I'd pick it up. Want to go back to it, figure it out. All the little twists and turns and nooks and crannies, because there are many. So I will do that. This next duo here, one of my favorite bands of all time. Didn't have these albums. They're maybe my 2 favorite albums from the band, so kind of strange there. But this is Shame Shame by Dr. Dog. Amazing indie rock band. If you don't know them, just stop what you're doing right now. I don't mind even if you stop watching this video and just tune in to Dr. Dog. They are the real deal. I won't even describe them. I think I've done a ranking video. It was a long time ago though. But Shame Shame, really great. Fate, better cover on this one, I think. Pretty iconic for me. This came out in high school times, I think like 2008, something like that. Just, yeah, fantastic band. I'll have to do some more videos on them. I talked about maybe collaborating with Taste Like Music and Jason there to rank their albums again. Talk about top songs, something like that. So we might have to do that. This is one I got sent this year from a fan of the channel, and I've become a huge fan of Harkness. This is Ciao to the Beauty, new album. Pretty weird stuff here, but it's got like psychedelic pop at its root, a little bit of Lemon Twigs at its root. Pretty artsy, pretty out there vocals, but really interesting songs and just writing across the board. Yeah, Harkness is the project here. and he has sent me his albums, his first one, this one. Always sends a little note, is very thoughtful. Yeah, so I appreciate it a lot because this is cool stuff. This is another one in that top albums of the year, I think. Okay, next album is psychedelic pop, pretty breezy, pretty washed out, and that is Luke Temple and his band. He's got a lot of different projects going on, but this is And the Cascading Moms. The album's called Certain Limitations. I think the cover really speaks to the music here. Like I said, pretty washed out, psych pop, folk, rock type of stuff. A little bit of krautrock maybe in there as well. Really, really good album. Absolutely love it. That one's from, I think, last year. But this next one, what's there to say? Moving Pictures, Rush. I don't know anything about this pressing, but of course it's fairly new. Yeah, didn't have this album. Not sure how. But how can you go wrong? You know, this is like a childhood favorite for me. This is like middle school, that first side especially. But of course, I've got into side two as a huge fan of Rush in recent years. Okay, I talked about Dr. Dog, a favorite band. This is another one. Another band I've ranked the albums of this year. And it was quite the beast of a project because it is King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard famously took their music off Spotify this year, so I had to rush on over to the store, get a few albums to fill out my collection. This is Laminated Denim. They always come in these nice brown paper bags. Pretty cool touch, Laminated Denim. Like this album, more jammy, long-winded, lots of kind of krautrock in there. But all the classic King Gizzard stuff, really. This next one is Changes. Fantastic album. I think this was in my top 5 King Giz albums. You have to go back and check that one out. They had all these cover variations. I think I got like the main one. Okay, so this was a weird album where I ordered it. I swear I ordered it, and then it never came or it didn't happen. I tried to go back and find a receipt. I had a little back and forth with the company and didn't figure it out. So I just bought another one and just kind of bit the bullet on that one. So Changes, great album, softer Giz on that one. And then their self-titled first of the two, KG. There's KG and LW. So there's this cool like Obi strip over here. KG. Good stuff, lots of variety. It's kind of a variety pack Giz album, really accessible. So, you know, if you're looking to get into the band still, this would be a good album for that. It's KG. All right, we got King Giz covered. Got all those brown paper bags lying everywhere. And now it is another album from this year, Clark Sound with This Is Music. This is singer-songwriter, pure folk, acoustic guitar and voice. That's it. And he records it all live in like, I'm sure 2 takes because he's just that good of a musician. Yeah, I did a review of this one earlier in the year. Just really great album. He continues his run. Had a good one from last year, and he's just really prolific at the moment. One of the best young musicians out there, hands down. And this is his band. I also bought this one this year, Slump. Improvement Movement is the artist. Yeah, 70s inspired, soft rock, very progressive, amazing playing, very buoyant, very bouncy. I like this little cover here. Got the magazine bits, clippings. And yeah, I think this one, come on, some blue vinyl. Whew, that is pretty. Check that out. Translucent blue. That's a unique color. I don't see that kind of electric blue very often. I like that. Yeah, I hear myself repeating this, but this is an artist not to miss. They are very underrated, up and coming, just very exciting. to be a fan of that band at the moment. This next one is a classic millennial era indie folk album, another soft folk album that is from The Tallest Man on Earth, The Wild Hunt. This was that time where Mumford and Sons was huge and this kind of music was really popular, but this album really stands out to me and has some longevity. Burden of Tomorrow is one of my favorite songs here, but all of them really solid front to back. All right, another millennial era nostalgic artist for me here. She recently had some albums reissued. Very twee indie pop singer-songwriter stuff, but with a real musicianship at the heart, a real sophistication, and that is Regina Spektor. I'm a Regina fan of especially those early albums, those middle albums. The early ones, a little more rough around the edges, a little bit more cutting edge maybe, but I really like this mid-period stuff. So this one is what we saw from the Cheap Seats. Lots of great songs here. I think this one is really underrated. And I want to say it's on red vinyl, but I haven't opened this one yet, so I'll leave it in its package. And then we have Far from a couple years before then. I think this one was 2009-ish, something like that. Yeah, high school. I just think of being in my choir room and like the coolest girls playing Regina Spektor songs on the piano in the choir room for some reason. So yeah, that was a big album when I was in high school, at least in my circle. We talked about Madison Cunningham already, but we gotta keep covering her as much as we can on this channel. This is Cunningham Bird, her collaboration album, cover album with Andrew Bird. It's a cover of the full Buckingham Nicks album, which I think was just reissued recently. So it's a full cover album, really unique idea there, cool collaboration. These two are just really, a great combo. And she is really the it girl right now for guest appearances. I see her on every indie rock, indie pop album. There seems to be a Madison guest feature. So that's a good one from, I think, last year or 2 years ago. This one from the same time, Gum Saturnia. This is psychedelic pop. Got an electro synth heavy element to it. Gum is Jay Watson from Tame Impala. So this is his solo project, and I really like this thing. It's got a lot of variety. It's got some folk elements, heavy acoustic guitar, which was unexpected. And I think it's his best. It's probably his best. He's got some amazing singles, especially from the early years, but that one is really solid. Okay, this next one is some more indie folk. Seems to be a lot of that in my mix this year. And that is the most recent album, Shore, from Fleet Foxes. I think this came out maybe 2021, 2022, something like that. Does he have a newer album? No. I forgot. I don't know. But Shore, really good, really solid. Not quite as good as Helplessness Blues, some of the classic older stuff, but lots of cool things he's doing with this. I think he's become a better producer over the years, bringing in just more interesting soundscapes and sound play. Show the inner on that. Gatefold. Very naturalistic. Everything feels like heavy duty cardboard here, which I love. I'm sure he's got a poster in here because his poster on Helplessness Blues is up in my living room because I love it so much. This one is right before the sunrise there. That's good. Mainly black poster. Very cool, my man. Very cool. Just want me to have a big black nothing poster on my wall. All right, we got 3 albums left. Same artist. Another reissue spree for me just to fill in the catalog. These have come out recently. That is Steely Dan, Katie lied. This is peak Dan right here. This is like their best period, in my opinion. We got Black Friday, Bad Sneakers, Rose Darling. Just hits, front to back. Front to back. Debut. Can't buy a thrill. Had to have it. Let's check out that gatefold. Look at these guys. They don't even know what they're going to do. Look at Donald Fagen way over here on the right. Man, he's looking intense. Like he's on a mission right there. He knows where he's going. All right. We got those two. We got the Royal Scam. I love this cover. A lot of people say, you know, not their best cover, but I'm into it. The guy just sleeping down there beneath these vipers, vicious monsters on the skyscrapers. Royal Scam. Some, you know, more just classics front to back. Kid Charlemagne, Caves of Altamira, Don't Take Me Alive, Sign In Stranger, The Fez, every single song. Perfection. When I need to listen to, you know, test out a system, it's so stereotypical at this point. It's the cliche Asia is the usual pick, but I always go for Green Earrings. That's my pick when I'm testing out some good headphones, speakers, and that's it. Those are all the albums I bought this year. It's nice to just take stock, you know, take inventory, count them all up, see them, touch them, feel them. Remember to enter this vinyl giveaway totally free. Be subscribed to the channel, that's number one, and then leave a comment on this video for your first entry. Each additional year-end video that I make and comment that you leave, you'll get one more entry. And then, you know, I'll stick my hand in at the end of the year, swish them all around, grab 2 names. There you go. Contest will end on December 31st. Again, 5 entries total. I'll announce the winner right at the beginning of the year. So good luck. My next video will be my top 30 albums, at least the first part of that, of 2025. I love these end of the year videos. I love the comments that come in from longtime subscribers, from new people. Just a really cool music community we got going here. Again, leave a comment below with your favorite album of the year, one you think I missed and I should check out before I put pen to paper on this year-end list, the official, the objective top albums of the year. And as always, thank you so much for watching.